Let's get a crack on. Hello, I'm Jackson Smalls, and welcome to the Case Cracker. Today, we present the case of the lover who leapt. In the autumn of 1975, a young man walked out onto an observation deck, tied an anvil to his neck, and shoved off into an icy grave in the black waters of Black Lake. To this day, people swear that the Black Lake observation deck is in fact haunted. There's even a story of a man who bummed a cigarette from the heartbroken phantom. He turned around to thank him, only to find himself completely alone. The man in that story died within a year. Coincidence? You tell me. He did die of lung cancer, but he smoked a ghost cigarette, so that's got to be like twice as deadly, right? So follow me on my journey as I crack the case of the lover who leapt. Let's get a crack on. Right now we're on our way to meet the doctor down at the case location. Yeah, it should be good. Backstory on this is pretty crazy. Kind of like a lover's leap thing, but not quite as well, actually I think it's more insane. Especially when you hear about the method that which this guy took his own life. It's pretty crazy. And actually it's not a lover's leap because well, he was alone. It was only the dude that did it, so there it is. There's the entryway. The doctor should be at the end of the walkout, so let's go. Oh, there he is at the end of the dock. I see him. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I've been studying this case for a while. It's, well, one, it's local, and two, yeah, it interests me because it happened when I was a young man, about 75, I think it happened. I didn't know him. He was from a different school, but, yeah, we all knew the story. Pretty crazy. His girlfriend broke up with him, and he decided, you know, didn't quite feel life was worth living anymore without that special grail. And so, you know, he didn't just, you know, use the usual devices, I don't know, a gun, you know, a rope. He decided to tie a big hunk of metal or something, you know. Some say anvil, some say just a big hunk of iron, but he tied it around his neck and came out here to this observation deck, which is, I don't know, it's kind of just like a lookout for people to fish off of, or just kind of sight and see. You look out over there, you know, sight see the town. It's kind of hard to fish now because the water's receded and you got a lot of plants and whatnot, but yeah, it was a little deeper back in 75, and he just lugged that piece of metal, walked up to the ledge here and tossed it in, and he drowned. He didn't, I guess he wanted to make sure he didn't have any second opinions, or you know, wanted to see it through. So that's a story. You know, so I revisit this case quite a bit. We get all sorts of crazy stuff. You know, we get Orbs, of course, classic. Ectoplasm, classic. You know, all the standard stuff happens out here. Disembodied voices, of course. Sometimes, you know, I bring students out here and they hear a frog and they're like, I hear him, he's talking to me, but, you know, not quite, you know. Now I have to, you know, kind of be more objective, you know. But, yeah, one time we heard somebody walking. I don't know if your camera can pick this up, but, yeah, we heard some crunching in here, and it might have been a deer, but it probably was the ghost. I mean, I'm pretty certain that's probably what it was. I mean, it's more likely that it was the ghost because of the locale than a deer. So, one time, see this trash can here. We were trying to see if we could capture some EVP off this trash can because rumor has it I don't know if it's the original trash can or not, but they carved their initials in the trash can out here, and we were hoping, you know, because one of the legends is you can hear people, you know, etching into a trash can. That's one of the very specific things that the people say they hear out here. Trash can etchings. What, do you did you hear that? I heard that. Shh. No, I'm serious. That's footsteps. That's footsteps. Oh, I knew today would be a good night. I just knew it. Oh boy. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. The doctor just took off. He said he had to eat a sandwich or something. But we're gonna cruise around a little bit on the deck of this observation. Now allegedly is right here where he tossed himself off, right about there. That's where he had his foot. So there's a lot of negative energy right here, right? Not so much over here, but right here. A lot of negative energy on that board where he thrust himself off into the weeds here and died. Yeah, the jury's still out for me on that whole footstep thing on the wood. It could have been footsteps. I freaked out. I took off down the other end, but the doctor had a stupid smile on his face. Like, I don't know why he was so happy. Alright, I think I'm getting out of here. Something tugged on my coat. This is too weird. The case of the lover who leapt. Cracked. Yep, it's haunted. So stay away. Or see for yourself, if you're brave. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching The Case Cracker. I'm Jackson Smalls. Until the next time, crack on.